This is my ultimate tier list for every legend in Brawlhalla, going from the worst legends in the game to the best legends in the game. And I'm letting you guys know right now, a lot of you guys are probably gonna hate me after this video, so I'm just letting you know. This is only gonna be based for 1v1s, by the way, and it's all just my personal preference. Other people's tier lists, like Pavelski, obviously is gonna be different from mine. But anyways, let's just get right into the video. So I'm gonna go from the oldest characters in the game to the newest characters in the game. You see, we got Mugi here. We're doing this at the latest update. Bardvar got sword and hammer, which is... Don't even get me started on hammer, bro. One of the best hammer legends for sure. But this is my personal preference, you know what I mean? So since he has sword, I'll put him in B tier. Cassidy, I think I'm gonna just speedrun this. I'm sorry for all the Cassidy fans out there, but like Orion, I'm gonna put Orion in A because Orion is actually a good legend if you know how to use lance properly. And spear is just a free carry, bro. Like spear, you can get away with anything. Lord Vax has lance and guns, which is kind of trash for me because I suck with them personally, but his sigs are very good though. This is my personal preference. Nash, I don't like hammer at all. I'm sorry. All right, this is my ranking. Queen I got the Katars and the spear, which is really good weapons. Those are very fun weapons to play with. And her sigs are broken too. But she's just slow. She's just slow, bro. She's slow as fuck. Like, what was the point in making Queen I so slow? I'm gonna go with A. Just because her sigs are good and her weapons are fun. Y'all probably hate me already. Hattori got the spear and the sword. By far my favorite weapons in the game. And you know what as well? She's one of the fastest characters in the game. Why would I not put her in S? Sir Roland. I mean, if I put Orion in A, I have to put Sir Roland in A because the sigs are crazy. His weapons are crazy. And yeah. Scarlet has hammer and lance. I personally don't like those weapons. So she's going to go at the end of the B tier. Maybe an F. I'll think about it later. Thatch I say at the top of A because I really like how fast he is and how he feels with sword. When I play Thatch and I use sword, it just feels different. Ada, the end of A tier. Ada has guns and spear too. Her sigs are good too. She's just annoying to play against. Sentinel, I don't use Sentinel personally, but just because he has hammer. Lucian, top of A tier in my opinion, bro. Lucian is like my go-to if I want to have fun in this game. I don't know why I think that because I don't like guns, but his sigs and his guitars are just so satisfying. Taros, this is the first legend with hammer that's gonna go at the end of A tier. I don't play hammer, bro. It's personal preference. It's personal preference. I like Axe though. Like his sigs are just out of this world. Pretty sure he's one of the top winning legends. I checked yesterday. Good stats, good sigs, and good weapons, I guess. Brain, I'm gonna put in A tier as well, right behind Lucian. Because Brain, I like Axe and I like Spear. Her sigs are just kind of weird. Ooh, she feels slow to me. Asuri, also in A tier. Yeah, I think above Lucian, honestly. If I want to win games, like, I'll probably choose Asuri over Lucian because I like sword a lot. Her Katars feel a little weird for me personally, even though she's really fast. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but like, some weapons feel different with different characters. Let me know if you feel the same way down in the comments. Barraza in front of Taros. Barraza has guns and axe. His sigs are pretty good, especially that axe neutral sig, and yeah, it's pretty much the only sig. I just don't play him that much. You know, just off of my personal preference, I think that Barraza deserves this spot in the A tier. Ember. Azoth above Barraza. I personally don't like Bo. I don't know if Vector ruined it for me from that Copper to Diamond series. You know, Bo doesn't hit that good for me no more. So Azoth's axe carries. Koji, I have to put in top A tier, bro. I know I said I sucked with Bo, but not with Koji's Bo. Like, Koji's bow is just different. He has one of the most highest dexes in the game. Bow is quick too, so if you miss an attack with Koji, you could literally spam neutralite after neutralite. You know what I mean? And he has sword too. Like, oh my gosh. Devs knew what they were doing with Koji. And they made this character a samurai. Next, we got Algrim, who is axe and lance. I'm gonna put him under Sir Roland. Whenever I use lance, it just feels like I have to throw the lance to play axe. So, you know, I want to be able to use both weapons, not just one. Algrim sigs are broken as well. Diana, we got bow and guns, which I personally don't really like. 2 shooting weapons, a bow and a gun. Like, that's cool and all, but sometimes it's hard to hit attacks with her. So I'm gonna put her at the top of B tier for me. Jala, I'm not gonna lie, I have to put her in S tier. Jala used to be my main before Hattori took that spot. It was all in terms of quickness. Like, their stats, Jala is more stronger than she is faster, and Hattori is more faster than she is as strong, if that makes sense. I like to go for speed, and And yeah, Brawlhalla is up here because she has sword and axe. My top 3 favorite weapons personally are axe, sword, and spear. Sword is my #1 favorite weapon right now, and I really like axe. It just feels good hitting people with the side air. Core, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta put him in B tier. Below Nash, below Bodvar. Now Core has hammer and gauntlets. I love gauntlets, and yeah, that's pretty much it about Core. Wu Shang, Wu Shang, I'll put him right next to Koji. I like Spear, and I also like Gauntlets. I'm gonna put him under Lucian actually, because I like Spear, I like Gauntlets, but his character personally doesn't feel fun or as good as all 3 of these characters right here. I gotta put Val in S tier as well. Val has sword and gauntlets. Like he's literally a brawler. What? His sigs are good as freak. Like honestly, I think I'm gonna put Val in 2nd place. Val is fast, good defense. Like he has one of the best stats in the game in my opinion. His sigs are OP, like there's nothing much to be said about him. Ragnar is going in the A tier below Orion because I personally like both of Ragnar's weapons. It's just his stats. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna play Ragnar in the B tier, bro. I'm so sorry. I feel like I can't play Ragnar because of how slow. His dex is so low, his speed is so low, like you can't do nothing. He's a dragon. Like Cross, I'm gonna put Cross in the A tier. 2nd place next to Koji. I think this because Cross has very good stats. He has very good sigs. I like the way Cross feels compared to everyone else in this A tier. Now y'all probably hate me already, but alright, on to the side characters. We got Mirage. I'm gonna put Mirage at the end of A tier. I personally, I'm not a Scythe main like that, although Scythe is very fun to play with, but for some reason Mirage doesn't feel good. She feels very slow and stiff. Her weapons are good though. Her sigs are alright. Just my personal preference, by the way. Nyx is probably single-handedly one of the best Scythe characters in the game. Nyx is really fun. I personally am gonna put him next to Koji. I'm also gonna move Thatch up next to Lucian. Actually, I'm gonna move Thatch in front of Lucian. Thatch is better than Lucian in my opinion. Now, Nyx has very good sigs, like really satisfying sigs, along with good stats, good defense, and Nyx feels good when you're playing Scythe. There's nothing much to be said about that. Now, Mordex, obviously I'm putting Mordex above Nyx. Like, his stats are good. Gauntlets is better than Blasters. Why would I not put him above Nyx? Before I continue with this tier list, I want to let you guys know that I'm so close to 2,500 subscribers. When I hit that mark, I'm going to be doing a special in my Discord community. So if you guys want to help me or be a part of that special, feel free to hit that subscribe button and join my Discord down below in the description. I'm so grateful for you guys. But anyways, let's get back into the video. Yumiko, bro. Oh my gosh. I'll put Yumiko in the B tier. You know why? Because she has hammer. Alright, Artemis, very fast. I love fast characters. You guys probably already know this by now. I am gonna put Artemis behind Lucian though. I play Artemis when I want to have fun at the game. I'm only gonna have fun with Scythe, not Lance. Even though Artemis's sigs are all fun and satisfying and good, I just don't like Lance. So Caspian, I'm putting above Lucian. I like Caspian's weapons. His sigs are alright, but does Caspian feel better than all these other characters? No, not at all. Sidra, I personally guys, this is all personal, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put Sidra in A tier right above Mordex because first of all, I don't play Scythe. Second of all, I love Cannon. And pairing Cannon with sword and her sigs are weird. Like, oh my gosh, there's nothing more to be said about that. Now we got the strongest character in the game, Zal. I'm gonna put Zal above Barraza. His stats just don't feel right. Like, he's just the strongest character in the game. You literally can't hit any combos. If you want to have fun in Brawlhalla, you don't choose Zal. Like, why would you want to kill your opponents faster? Alright, that makes no sense, but Zal just doesn't feel right. Kaya, she has good stats. She has good sigs. Spear and bow. That being said, I'm gonna put her above Thatch. Isaiah, we got guns and cannon. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put Isaiah at the top of B tier. The reason for this is I don't like guns. It's hard for me to rely on cannon sometimes. Like with Sidra, I could just switch to sword, my main weapon in the game. Isaiah's sigs are also questionable. His up sig on the guns though is very satisfying. I just wouldn't play Isaiah. Jiro, I have to put Jiro in front of Nyx because of sword. The only thing that holds him back from going above Mordex is his defense. His defense is so low. One sig with Zal and he's already dead. Linfei has cannon and katars. If you abuse katars with Linfei, her dex is really fast, so if you miss an attack, her recovery frames are literally like 0.2 seconds. I'm gonna put Linfei right there. Linfei's sigs are kind of trash, but she feels really good and fun to play with. Zaryo, I'm gonna put in B tier. Zarya has bow and gauntlets. It's just he's really slow. I'm gonna put Rayman in A tier. Personally, above Mordex. I like Rayman's Sigs. His axe is good, his gauntlets is good, but his stats are pretty good as well. They're not too slow. Actually, I'm gonna put Mordex above Rayman. Dusk has orb and spear, although spear is good and all. I just don't like playing with it. Fate, I'm gonna put it in B tier because I don't play orb. That's literally the only reason. I think she has good stats. Her sight feels fun. I just don't play orb, that's all. Thor, you can go in F tier, like literally at the bottom of F tier. 2 of the worst weapons in the game. His saves are actually really good. I just don't play hammer though, that's the thing. Petra, probably my most favorite orb legend. Now Petra has good stats as well. She's very strong. She has gauntlets and orb. Her saves are pretty good as well, so I just don't play it that much. Vector could go in F tier as well, not gonna lie, at the top. Even though I made a whole series about reaching diamond with Vector, I still think he's an F tier. Like, the bow carried probably 90% of the series. I don't know, there's just something about Vector that makes him so trash. Volkov, I'm gonna put in A tier because I like both axe and sight, and he has fast dexterity. You know, how could I not put him in A tier? Like, I just don't like Volkov's Sigs. Even though he has fast dex, for some reason he still doesn't feel right in my hands. Next we got Onyx. I'm gonna put Onyx in A tier as well because I like both his weapons below Wu Shang. I just don't like his Sigs or his stats. Yeah, he's just really slow. Jaeyun, I'm gonna put Jaeyun in A tier above Azot. Although I love Sword and Sword carries Jaeyun, I personally am not good with Greysword obviously, but I've gone against very good Jaeyun players and very good Greysword players in that matter. Those Greysword players are just not me, so. Mako, I'm gonna put above Jaeyun just because I like Katar's. His stats and his Sigs are both good, so yeah. Magyar, yeah, you can go in F. Reno, you can go in F2. Both Magyar and Reno have the worst weapons in the game and the worst Sigs in the game and the worst stats in the game. Nothing more to be said about that. Munin, I'm gonna put at the bottom of B tier. I like Munin's sight. I just don't like her bow or her Sigs, and I wouldn't play her if I wanted to win games or to have fun. Yeah, that's pretty much this whole B tier. I wouldn't play any of these characters if I wanted to have fun. Arcadia. Not putting Arcadia at the top of F tier. Her Greysword and her Spear both feels fun. It's just her Sigs and her stats are weird. Actually, SEO is my favorite orb legend. I'm gonna put him in B tier because he has sword. His Sigs are trash. Everything is trash. I just like his sword. Tekka could go like right here in the B tier. I like gauntlets and I like battle boots sometimes. You know, I don't play battle boots like that personally. His stats are just kind of bad to me. His Sigs are kind of questionable as well. Thea could go like down here. Honestly, I don't like Lance and I don't like battle boots. Her Sigs are annoying to go against, but they work, and she's a very fast character. I just don't play Thea. Red Raptor, yeah, Red Raptor could go right here. Like, I don't see the point in playing Red Raptor if all you're gonna do is ride a motorcycle. If you want to do that, just play GTA or Forza, bro. Loki, I'm gonna put above Petra. Loki is a pretty good character, like spammable Sigs, good weapons, but for some reason, my hands just don't connect with Loki, so. I like Seven's weapons a lot. He's just really slow in my opinion, so I might put him at the top of B tier. Vivi has trash weapons in my opinion. Vivi's Sigs are kind of broken. Now lastly, we got a Mugi, the turtle or the dragon. So Mugi has axe and greysword, both pretty good weapons, and he's a very strong character as well with high defense. I mean, that should make sense, he's a turtle. But because Imugi's kind of broken right now and his Sigs are kind of crazy, I'm gonna put him above Onyx. But yeah, now I'm gonna be right back. You know, I'm gonna double check and make sure everyone's in the right spot, move some people around, and yeah. Alright, you guys, I'm back. So this is a new and updated tier list from my personal opinion. We got all of these legends right here, all in F tier, because I made a slight change in the tier list for every legend, and I moved some characters around. I had second thoughts about some of the legends and where I put a few legends in, but based off my personal preference, I feel like this is where everyone should belong. So yeah, this is gonna be my final tier list right here. So I hope you guys got a glimpse of my personal preference on every legend in Brawlhalla. I hope this video helped you out or did something for you, and I hope, you know, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys want to see something else. And as always, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video.